So when I was a child, there was a very popular game on computers and on the Super Nintendo, and probably other platforms as well, called Lemmings. And what would happen is there'd be all these little characters who would just keep walking off the cliff, and so your job was to direct them. And so you could put little, like you could make one of these dudes a little stopper, and then he would stop the other lemmings from walking to the wrong spot. And of course this is playing on the idea that lemmings, the animal, will jump off cliffs. Whether or not that's true, we all get the basic idea. Lemmings walk off a cliff because they don't know any better. They just don't know what they're doing. And I actually used to be a lemming, the human version of a lemming. I would repeat things and I would continue to do things without any real conscious thought. Because you see, when I was a child, I went to a thing called school, which is where they turn you all into a bunch of thoughtless drones. And so you see, most of the people in the alternative or conspiracy realm, they are actually lemmings as well. They think they're smart, but all they've really managed to do is to repeat a whole new bunch of silly, thoughtless, regurgitated nonsense. What you need to do to begin to think for yourself is to think about thinking, to think about the process that you follow in order to arrive at sensible conclusions and sensible ideas, sensible interactions with this world around us. And so to give you an example, I used to believe that 9/11 was performed by Osama bin Laden. There was a guy in a cave who was responsible for 3,000 deaths in New York on September 11, 2001. Then I found some conspiracy videos which convinced me, oh, it wasn't Osama, it was the American government. It wasn't until many years later that I saw that that new idea that I had was every bit as retarded as the first idea that I had. It turns out that unless you know how to find evidence and inspect it for yourself, you're gonna be led down the merry path, whether it's by the government or whether it's by conspiracy people on YouTube or whatever. Until we get in the habit of thinking about our thinking, we're just gonna be lemmings like these guys on the screen. Now, recently on my site, we had a member Skype call, and we were talking about a number of things, including, let me find it here, empiricism and philosophy. Empiricism, this idea of basing our ideas on empirical evidence, things that we can sense and touch and see for ourselves, these sorts of things. And philosophy, you guys all know what philosophy is. Now, that is a member Skype call. It's only available to members. However, I'm making it available to part members as well. And as you guys know, you can access part membership for free. All you have to do is apply. And I think if you listen to this 2-hour call, this 2-hour empiricism and philosophy chat between myself and 5 other people who are all there to do the same thing, to talk about thinking, to think about thinking, etc. I think if you listen to that, you'll see there's a big difference between these kinds of conversations and the lemming nonsense that we see in the rest of the alternative conspiracy truth realm. So check out the links in the info box below and make up your own mind. Do you want to be a lemming? Do you want to continue to do what everyone else is doing and going off the cliff and not thinking about what you're thinking about? Or do you want to start thinking about what you're thinking about and becoming much more than school would ever want you to be? We'll leave it there on the 7th of March 2018. Until next time, John the Bond signing off. You guys take care of yourselves.